Alright, the last debate is over. It's behind us, meaning that maybe, just maybe, this election will finally get just a little bit less hostile. Maybe the funniest thing I've said so far. News-ish. Today is gonna be a bit of a bag of cats. Celebrity time, sort of. Eminem dropped a song called Campaign Speech, which may be the least offensive, aggressive, and over-the-top speech given this entire election cycle. From Eminem. Is nobody talking about how it's spoken word? It's totally spoken word. It's not even a bad thing. It's just what it is. Alright, time for some bad hombres. The things that Trump says are very rarely first-timers for him anymore, but I can honestly say that this is the first time he's said something that kills my burning desire to watch Looney Tunes while on Quaaludes, which I just have to assume is how Donnie spent the 1970s. Basically, he said that we have some bad hombres here in defense of his wall, and I'm gonna go ahead and try and rebrand that immediately, because do we really give a fuck about what a non-Glover Donald thinks when he hears that phrase? If you stumbled across a hardened Mexican drug lord and he had a now legal Cuban cigar in his mouth and in his hand is a Bowie knife that's dug into a bag of cocaine, you'd have a pretty wacky-ass head if the first thing that pops in is, guys, that is one bad hombre. No, a bad hombre is somebody that tosses the taco bag into the back seat without even checking to see if any of them are fragile hard shells. It's a guy that finishes a bottle of tequila without bothering to see if it's the kind with a worm at the bottom. Insert third example of first world living on the edge smashed into a Latino stereotype. It's a term of cultural endearment, and if you don't want it to become the next Genesism-fueled racial slur, Trump's the last motherfucker when you're throwing it around. In summary.
Y'all watching this debate shit? Fucking crazy. America.
Technology time, sort of. Samsung has started filing copyright claims against YouTube videos that parody their exploding phones in video games. I think they have a fair point. I've watched a few of these videos and they do seem to blow up in a way that's very similar to their copyright-protected real-life models. I don't know a whole lot about copyright law, but if something explodes pointlessly in the exact same way, that's infringement, right? Seriously, if you made an exploding phone, I don't think you should get to sue anyone over that specific phone again, ever. If people were making models of the Note 5 with, say, a comically expanded number of pointless novelty features, you'd have some fair ground. But when you make a phone that doubles as a bomb, but not when you want it to, I think it's time to let go. Oh, and if you're wondering why I put in the when you want it to part, then it implies that you can't imagine a situation that would be made better by a bomb, which makes us different kinds of people. Other technology time, hopefully less explosive. Nintendo announced their next console, the Switch, and despite having zero details, none reviews, and no hands-on experience, approximately one shit ton of people already have an opinion. I think it seems like the easiest console to throw at someone else's head. Other than that, it's kind of a crapshoot. Whatever the fuck I want time, 1 minute of silence, unpermeated by the desperate off-topic screams of the first ever sentient wax museum replica person and the possessed Chuck E. Cheese robot that got its head stuck in a rotting pumpkin.